Let's get good! This is Endless Space 2, and we are playing as the virtual worshipping saints, the Vodyani. We are in the process of researching the level 3 anti-cloaking technology that will allow us to hopefully find the Umbral Choir, who have been a thorn in our side ever since we discovered their home system here on HD 44179. They then transmigrated it away though, so we don't know where it's at. They have basically been harassing us with these little stealth fleets ever since. I'm still not sure what happened to the one that was along this line. Like, they were retreating along this line and we haven't seen them since, which leads me to believe once again that yeah, they do have better stealth technology than we have detection technology, so we're working on that. We are generating a decent amount of essence every turn, but more importantly, we are in line to complete the major story quest, Collaboration of Cataclysm here, which, if we complete it and we get first, will give us Omnipotence, which is a huge buff. Like, you cannot get a buff that big any other way. And then there's also the Accelerated Armaments, which is plus 20% critical hit chance on ships, which will actually factor into one of the new battle strategies we've been testing out, which increases crit chance. So let's go ahead and keep down that direction. The Lumeris, don't be angry, you do the same thing in our place, it's just business. I'm not sure what that's about. Like, I don't think that they did anything to us. We've been doing more trade with them recently. Interesting. Yeah, so we're at peace with them. I don't see what they're doing, but they're apparently doing something underhanded. Our alliance is close to achieving an economic victory here. That's okay. Lots of ships coming out. Lots and lots of ships coming out. That's the thing we like to see, though, because currently we are militarizing to the umpteenth. Advanced Game Theory has just finished. That gives us access to the Core Cracker module, which is something we are looking to use. In fact, I was thinking, to be thematic, once we get through this quest and stuff, we should put a Core Cracker on a ship and go Core Crack the Academy. Just to put the icing on the you know what, Isyander, you're done, cake. We're gonna go Core Crack the Academy. I think that's a great idea. If it'll let us. It might not let us, but if it does, that'll be awesome. Free battle tactic modification is available. We do not need that at this moment. Strategic prices increase. Excellent. Everybody buy strategics. We run the market. An arc has been sieged on Seyoin. Awesome. Thank you, game, for letting us know where the enemy are. So we now know that they're over here on Seyoin. We do have 2 fleets here that are ready to go. Let's go ahead and lead with this one. Get them on over here and see if they can find them. Well, I guess we'll lead with that one, too. Weird that we have that, but we don't see them. See, and that's my point, is I feel like their stealth level, even if it was just now, has gone up. Because we can no longer find these fleets that we were able to find previously. It's actually kind of worrying. Okay, so in the meantime, though, let's take a look at what we're doing for the quest. Is there a hero-led fleet there? There is not. There can be, though. Get a hero-led fleet up there. That's what we need. So now that we have a hero-led fleet up here, we've got 2 systems that we're currently gaining control of as far as that quest goes. I thought we had more, but I'm not seeing the others. We zoom a little further out, then we can't even see if they are a quest system. Although I suppose the easier way to do it would be this. We can just pin it and then bounce around. So 1, don't have that one. Definitely do not have that one. So we've got 2 that we're locking down right now. We'd like to get another one over here on Search Ray. In order to do that, though, this is nice, though, because there's just not a lot of people over here, so we can honestly just take this scanner ship, and as long as it has weapons on it, which it should, it does, we can send that scanner ship down here to Search Ray, and we can go ahead and put a hero... Oh, I guess I needed the hero on it before we sent it out. That's fine. We'll just throw a hero on it now and then send it back out. We maybe lose a turn there, but like I said, there's not really any other forces down there, so it's not that big of a concern. The question is, which hero do we want to put on it? And I feel like it's probably Burra Tech Seeker because of how low level he is. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, so Burra's gonna go down here. Yeah, we lost a turn from that. That was just poor choice making on my part. To be fair, though, I haven't played this over the weekend. It's been a long weekend. Speaking of which, folks, there will be a vlog on the channel today talking a little bit about the direction of the channel, things like the tutorials that that I've been talking about for a long time that haven't necessarily gotten done yet. I'll go into that more in that, though. I don't want to spend the entire Endless Space episode talking about that, because I could. I'm not going to make the video that long, though. I am going to try to keep it concise. It's one of those things where it's something that people have been asking about, and it's something that I want to do, so I just wanted to clarify what's going on with it. Okay, Bellatrix here. We also have a scanner down here that has weapons. Does have weapons, doesn't have a hero. Okay, so we need a hero on that as well. And we're going to look for our next lowest level hero, which is Scales Galena. Alright, Scales, you do you, buddy. Get on over there. So that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4 systems that we're capturing out of the total of... So there's one we're not. There's one we're not. There's one we're not. Okay, so that'll give us 4 out of 3. If we capture those ones, there is literally no way that anybody else can take first. And that's what we want. We want to make sure that we take first. It is 5 turns that we have to defend them, though. That's something worth considering for sure. However, it's not such a big deal. See, and here we have an issue because we have sacrificial lambs that we could upgrade to the next level of stealth detection, which is still currently 2, and they're not going to find anything. What I'd really like here is a way to boost our science. I wonder if we can do a science agreement with some people.
Tell me what the family
Yo, let's talk science. You guys like science, right? What would it be like for you if we traded some oh, come on. Don't be haters. Don't be haters. Wow. So you just want everything for a science agreement, which may not benefit us that much in the first place, and we have to pay upkeep on. So the Lumeris are very one-sided traders. That's what that is. Let's see about potentially getting a science agreement with our Riftborn buddies. Do we already have one? We do. Okay. So if the Riftborn are not an option, the Sophons would be a great option, but obviously we're not on speaking terms with them, so that's kind of a problem. Wonder what... Oh, we need peace with these guys first to be able to negotiate with them. That's fine. That's fine. We can go for peace with them. Suggest terms. Sure. I don't mind that at all. If you guys want to give us some adamantium for some tech, be my guest. Hopefully that'll net us peace with the Hisho, and then we can maybe look at a science agreement with them to increase our science output.
Was this offer solely designed to make us hate you more?
You suggested it! You suggested the terms and then you denied it. What is your problem?
I prefer silence.
Okay, so that was weird, because they suggested the terms and then they didn't like it. Maybe if we throw a little something on top just to sweeten the deal. There, have 500 dust too. No? How about 1,000? Come on, we just want to sweeten the deal a tad bit. You guys suggested it and then wouldn't accept it. What if we tell you only have to give us 20 adamantium? Come on, there we go. Now maybe they'll accept the deal that they suggested. Come on, take the deal.
Was this offer solely
Are you for real?
to make us hate you more?
Okay, fine. So there is no peace with the Hisho at this point. That was kind of ridiculous. They suggested things twice and didn't accept either of them. That's always nice when they're like, this is what we want. Just kidding. Okay, so here we can shoot at the Sophons because they are hovering our system in this detector. If we do, we'll get a little bit of dust, maybe a little bit of... Well, do we get science? I think we might, based on our settings. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of science here if we kill them, so let's do it just a tad bit. Probably not going to tip this over at all, but I'd like this to happen in less than 3 turns if at all possible. And it seems the most effective way to get it in less than 3 turns is to blow things up. Problem is, we can't find the choir who have full fleets over here that we could be blowing up, and I'm honestly more concerned about the fact that they have full stealth fleets floating around. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of our sort of loose fleets. I know we just finished building one out, and I bet you if we come up here, it's probably going to be easier to find them. So let's see. If we sort by CP, we should see our closest to complete fleets and where they're at. This one is at Bellatrix, or on their way to Bellatrix. Okay, so that's the fleet that's done. Now if we come back into our fleet menu, we also have this fleet that's just hanging out right here that's only got 8 units in it. Got some other ships there. Let's bring these guys in here, and we will just hang out. Oh, is that what the Lumeris did? Really? Y'all pirate marked our system. Actually, I'm okay with this. I'm actually really okay with this. And here's why. Them pirate marking our system means that our system can just... We can just sit here and farm pirates for more science and stuff. I love this. Good job, Lumeris. Best allies ever. best allies ever. Okay, we'll take this fleet over here as well so that we can merge in a couple of Tristanas or double lifts there. And then let's look around at the other fleets we have just kind of hovering. So we have just an econ behemoth sitting here. What is your purpose? You're just a booster. Okay, you're a booster behemoth. We would love for you to remain idle until a probe is built. Lovely. Yeah, you just sit there. We don't need to hear from you at all. The behemoth down here that we were looking at converting into something else. Oh wait, we're sending the military one down here. Is this the one that was set up to... Yeah, this is the one that's set up to harvest that dead world. So we can probably just send that over here now, since we do have a military behemoth coming down here to defend it. That's fine. And then right here we have a Tristana built. We can go ahead and bring that up here. I said bring that up there. There we go. And we'll probably take that and merge it into here. Although, honestly, I don't like using this system to store all these units because it's a little bit harder to see them when they're in a system with the Econ Behemoth sitting there. I'm going to move them up here and then dock them up. We're going to make Nair a place where we kind of take all of our ships to combine them. That way we can also dock them up, which keeps them from costing as much to maintain because they're not actually out in space. And it gives us an idea of how many ships we have over here ready to go. We may end up needing to use some of these ships to reinforce the lodestone systems as well. So that's something worth considering. These guys I am probably just going to leave right here, mainly because this is the connection to the Sophon space and where they'll likely send ships through if they want to come mess with us at all. Got a couple double lifts down here that we could pop out. I'm going to actually pop those out and send them over here to where the pirate mark is because we know they'll at least get some combat over there. And then we do have some Sacrificial Lamb 2s here, but we don't really need them right now. And this is a loose arc, is it not? And where is it going? And what type of arc is it? It is a production arc that is totally unanchored and loose, and I don't know where it's trying to go. Oh, is it on its way down here to Akamar? That's what it is saying. Okay, cool. Alright. I am now reacquainted with what we are doing. Apologies for it taking a second, folks. Let's go ahead and put out an anti-stealth probe here. We are not going to detect the choir at this point, I suspect, but we could detect other people. And then with these two, we do not have the CP to merge them into that fleet. We could, however, merge one of them into that fleet, so I think we'll take this not-so-cardboard here that is 3 CP and full health, and we'll bring it on up there so that we can merge it in. This other guy right here that's just kind of loose, we can actually send down here to Bellatrix just to provide a little bit of reinforcement there. Just a tad bit. And when these guys land, they're obviously not going to be able to detect anything here, but we can keep bouncing them around and kind of look for the enemy. Okay. That's looking good. And right here now we are generating an additional 500 essence, which is very nice. Take a real quick look at our population to make sure we don't need the holy proliferation anywhere. We do not. Sounds good. End the turn. Whew. When you haven't played for a weekend and you're like trying to remember all the things that were going on. That's what's crazy about these games. There's always so much going on that, like, if you walk away for a day or two, at least with me, and that's probably because I play a lot of different games like this and a lot of stuff that requires you to sort of keep mental track of stuff, it's easy for me to get lost. So I apologize that it takes a second to recalibrate after stepping away for a minute. Level up here on Farella, that is going to be probably this, yes. More luxury resources, please. We would love that so that we can do more Tier 3 economic upgrades. Speaking of which, we should go take a look at who's potentially in line for that. I guess we'd want to sort by probably production here. Production makes the most sense, I think. So this place, we would love to be level 3 if we have the resources, which we do. Gonna go ahead and put that at top. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll do level 3 modernization there, which will give us more population. Question is, do we have enough resources to also do it here? We do not. We need more deciduous trees. Okay. Well, for right now, that is okay. We didn't do Super Biofuel Factory here yet. Probably because their food generation is pitiful. They are just content here as well, so perhaps something that boosts happiness if we have it. I imagine that this is one of the systems that we had a hero at to make it happy, and then we pulled them for the quest. And that's probably where some of the problems are coming from. That's okay, though. Honestly, content doesn't hurt them that much. They're not generating extra food and influence. Oh, darn. We really needed that right here. We didn't build super biofuel here, probably because there's almost no food to convert in the first place, so it does seem kind of wasteful there. That's fine. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Next Arc 2 is down here, but once again, we don't have the resources to upgrade those just yet. Vodyani population is gained at Columba. We are 2 turns out from growth here, which means we could Holy Proliferation if we want to. I'm not sure what the efficiency of that is, though. Like, I'm not sure... I mean, 1 turn for a population with the Vodyani is actually probably more efficient, mainly just because when we boost the pop, we get so much off of our population. Like, a ridiculous amount. This is Chimoni. They have 520 food, so definitely a good candidate for super biofuel. Dark Matter Institute is something we have not built anywhere. Per system level, plus 10 per anomaly. So if we look at our systems and we're scouting primarily for anomalies here. So there's 2 anomalies there. Actually, let's sort by science first and then look at anomalies. 3 anomalies here on Sing. That's actually really nice. I feel like Sing is probably the right choice for this. 3 anomalies, and our system level's pretty much always going to be capped there, so we'll build Dark Matter Institute there, hopefully gaining some more science. It'll be too late for it to actually aid with this, but it could aid with future science acquisition, which is fine. We come look at Wrath. Wrath is in need of something to build. Super biofuel does make sense here. There is 557 loose food on Wrath that could be converted into something else, and we'll build it in a turn because of how much production Wrath has, so it's really not that big of a deal. Now, the question is, what do we want to build after that? And I think what we'll do here is we'll go with... I mean, more anti-armors would be good. They do consume resources quite heavily, but that's okay. Let's do some more carriers. We've done a bunch of those smaller fleets. Let's do some more carriers here. So there's 4, 5. 5 carriers to keep us going. That'll be a nice replacement fleet if we do lose our carrier fleet for some reason. Ooh, and here we do need more population. So let's go with Holy Proliferation. There we go. Put that at top. And that should... Oh, we need to do 2 more there, so that's fine. That is the first one. Do we have? We do have a level 3 modernization. I couldn't remember if we did that the turn before. So many systems to manage. Okay. Looking good, though. Looking very good. Let's see what we've got going on here. Yes! Excellent. So let's merge together some fleets here and try to make one really nice, solid fleet. So here we have a Sacrificial Lamb 2, which realistically we would rather not lose if we can avoid it, so I might see if there's another Sacrificial Lamb 1. There is. Okay, so let's put 3 Sacrificial Lamb 1s in here. We've got 2 double lifts, 4 Tristanas. Let's see if we can get 2 more double lifts in there. Double lift, double lift. Okay, so now we have... I'm gonna expand that out a little bit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Tristanas, 4 double lifts, 3 Sacrificial Lambs. We can fit 1 more ship in there, and I think in this case we should look at what their defenses are. They have no energy defenses at all. None whatsoever. So in all honesty, it would make more sense to just replace the Tristanas in this fleet with double lifts here, but... yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take advantage of the information that we have to ensure the highest rate of success. So if we have more double lifts, they're going in. 1, 2, right there. I mean, we're probably just going to slaughter these guys anyway, but better safe than sorry. Beautiful. Okay, so now we can try out our Sacrificial Lamb strategy. We may actually kill these guys before they even kill any of our ships, just throwing that out there. But if it works, it should be awesome. Plus 30% damage bonus when allied ships are destroyed on ships. Lovely. So we are going to put our Sacrificial Lambs, 1 in each fleet, just like that. And now we should be set. This is going to be really cool. I'm excited about this. And we'll watch from Tactical Cam because I'll be honest, as cool as Cinematic Cam is, like, I'm much more interested in what happens in the battle as things progress. So let's go to Overview Cam. Quite nice. There we go. Fleets are warping in. They have 3 tiny ships. We have an entire fleet. This is just going to be messy. It is interesting the way it shows the fleet placement, though. Like, you wonder if the small ships get put behind the large ships and if that actually has an effect on when they'll be targeted or not. I guess we'll see here. Or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just annihilate these ships before they ever have a chance. Yeah, that looks like what's gonna happen. Well, the good news is we got him. We got him. Decisive victory there. Just lovely. Okay. 300 dust, 300 science. Did that help us any? Not really. Not too much. We do have another fleet here we can pop. And now that I think about it, we probably should have just gone take trophies there. Like, honestly, take trophies would have been just fine. Now, this is a little bit more interesting. Do we have some more ships in here we could bring? We do. We have a Tristana in here that we could throw into this fleet. So now we don't have quite as many ships to fleet against them for this fight, but it's still a ridiculous ratio, so we should just be able to go take trophies here and honestly mow them down before they ever have a chance. We do have a sacrificial lamb. We'll put that in the middle just in case they decide to pop it and we get a damage bonus out of it. I don't know that we'll even necessarily watch this one because it doesn't seem like there's a very big chance they're going to blow a ship up and we'll actually get to see the throughput of that. Yeah, they didn't even do damage. But we did get dust and science, which is lovely. Didn't help enough. Didn't help enough. We're at the point where we're not gaining enough unless we're actually taking out full enemy fleets, which would be nice, but there aren't very many present right now. Okay, so this is our military behemoth that has successfully landed here on Bracia and is ready to just kind of hang out. It's cool. It's like, yeah, we're here, we're hanging, everything's fine, guys, everything's fine. If we want to, we could convert this to a juggernaut, which might not be a terrible idea. Removes its native cloaking while it's under specialization. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go for a juggernaut here. It is going to take a turn to switch it over to that, but that's just fine. The nice thing about juggernauts is that they can be included in other fleets, so we can do some fun stuff with that when we get there. For right now, of course, we are mainly just trying to make sure that we complete this quest and stay number one in the quest. Yetix has a ton of invasion fleet ships just waiting to go. Unfortunately, we do not have anywhere to send them at the moment. With this fleet, I guess we keep chasing shadows. Hello there! That's a shadow. That's a dead shadow. Y'all are done this time, and you know it. We are going for take trophies here because there's absolutely no way this thing survives for more than a few seconds. And we can watch it, but there's really no need. Let's just do it. We should decimate them here, make a lot of dust and science. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That may have had an actual impact, but I don't think so. Either way, we will have our tier 3 anti-stealth very, very soon. At which point, it's going to become important to refit our sacrificial lambs so that they can take advantage of that, which is fine. That's sort of what we were planning on doing anyway. That is the ideal outcome at this point. Got a double lift here that I'm just going to move up to this dock so that once again, it's a little easier to keep them organized. I don't really like having them in the same system as an econ behemoth. Got a Tristana here that we can do the same with. Go, Tristana, go. Thankfully, they can get there in like one turn, which is really nice. Should have a lot of fleets just waiting to go very soon here. Our main combat hero has leveled up. Wow, yes, let's do this. 80% damage on his ship, 25% health on fleet. Sounds good to me. Let's go with that one. We were going with hull plating, but we can go back and finish that as well on his next level up. Killing it. And then right here, we've just got this loose sacrificial lamb we can just throw into Hydrus, because there's really no point in having that out. I mean, there's honestly no point in having this fleet out either. We can probably just put that away and leave our one fleet there. Having our one fleet there does allow us to maintain control of the space while reducing our costs because we don't have as many ships out in space. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is beginning quest completion. We are getting our essence there. Looking good. Looking good. And this arc is on its way down to settle Akamar. I think it's Akamar. Diplomatic relation changed with the nearest. We are now cordial. Sounds good. Turkana was successfully hacked. Turkana is this pirate outpost here. Let's go ahead and... we can hack their autodroids to steal resources, or we can sabotage their supplies, which will increase the number of turns before they... So I was going to sabotage their supplies, but they're not really attacking us anymore, so it makes more sense to just hack their autodroids. We don't have a pirate mark here anymore, or I would have sabotaged their supplies. So we'll hack the autodroids, see what we get. That's not bad at all. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Enemy sanctuary detected on Yetix. Ha 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 ha! It begins! Now that we've got that technology, we can see things. I'm very happy with that. Okay. So no, I don't want that. I just wanted to see what this is. Blast effect battery is interesting, but not something we're really after. So we could go for some more Juggernaut modules here. Enhanced Juggernauts unlocks additional slots, unlocks the Ion Wave ability. Don't really need those per se. Ooh, what is this? Veil of the Essence. Plus 20 happiness per hero, plus 2 experience. That's not really great for us either right now. That is. Additional module slots on the Ortram is actually something we would like, so we'll go with that. After which, I don't know what what our next priority is. We are so far up the tech tree now, it's just insane. Almost Serve 4 would be good to pick up. Almost Worship and Study, less so. What about this? More movement on ships, that's always a nice thing to have. Plus food on planets isn't particularly great at this point. Orbot Swarm could actually be useful. But I think what we'll probably end up going for, like looking over, economy is always something I like to focus on endgame because there are some great things over here that we can pick up. I do feel like getting this is better though. I feel like getting Almost Serve modules is really strong. We don't have the Quadronix to use it yet, which is kind of problematic, but if we could get those and build them, they do provide a ton of production. Yeah, that's tough. I think we'll get this just for now, and then we'll probably have to focus on acquiring more Quadronix in the meantime. Our Juggernaut is now readied. We can leave it down here to do its thing. It still has a ton of combat power, still quite an effective ship on its own, even though its CP cost allows for it to be put in fleets with other people now. No. No. You don't get a treaty just because we found you. That's not how this works. You decided to start trouble, and now you have to pay the price. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. Okay, so right here we have a fleet of double lifts and 2 sacrificials next to an enemy fleet that is primarily tanked against energy. So if we have some... Oh, they do have 1 projectile tanked ship, but it is a smaller ship. So if we can get some Tristanas in fleet here, we absolutely want that. Doesn't look like that is the case. Yeah, there doesn't even seem to be any Tristanas in this area, unfortunately. There may be some over here, though. There are quite a few over here. The question is, how quickly could they get back there? And I don't think it's within 1 turn, so we probably don't want to wait. Instead, what we'll want to do is take 1 sacrificial and 1 double lift from here, fly them over here, merge them up with this fleet to give it the maximum CP, and now we really get to try our sacrificial lamb strategy. Boom, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna go for the Fewer the Proud. This will give us the opportunity to get a lot more damage if we do lose a ship. We're absolutely gonna watch this one because this is the fight we've been waiting for. Oh, what? They retreated and we murdered them. They retreated and they never had a chance. Okay. Well, I guess I can't complain about that then. The First Refrain Sanctuary is under siege, which slowly saps its defenses. Let's have a little fun with this. Now they're really under siege. 230 per turn, that's gonna fall off real fast, guys. Real fast. The bigger question is, how do we see them? Is it because of these? Do they automatically upgrade? Is that how that works? Interesting. It's weird, because it seems like it just automatically upgraded our stealth detection, even though that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess this fleet's gonna land here this turn, which is fine. And then perhaps what we can do is take this fleet and check this scanner out and see if they have the anti-stealth probes. If they do not, we could give them to them. 20 antimatter, that is expensive. But we can do it, so we will. And then we'll take them out to try to find some other fleets. We do need to transfer our hero here, though. Sorry about that, guys. My voice is getting all weird. Alright, hero guy, you need to come over here. Or we can do it this way, I guess. Perfect. And then we'll take this little scanner ship, and it can be broken out on its own. Really, all we want it to do is continue to find these cloaked systems. Go, little guy, find me more stuff. I really want to check RNGC, because I suspect they're there. I also suspect they could be... Like, we saw them here at Iris as well. We do see that we have the anti-cloaking thing. But that still says level 2. So I don't know why we suddenly detected them even though we just unlocked level 3. Like, that's throwing me off a little bit. If you guys understand more about why that happened, feel free to let me know in the comments. So here we'll absolutely take an economic tribute. That's totally fine. And then what would we like resource-wise? Some more quadronics would be nice. We can actually ask for 107 and see what they say. They may not be down with that, but that's up to them. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I love that. That's fine. Okay, Juggernaut is done. We have discovered a sanctuary on Yetix. Vodyani population is growing in several places. Let's go ahead and take a look at our population overall, though, because we do want to make sure that we're doing holy proliferation where we need to. And then we also want to look at our arcs and just see which ones are potentially ready to modernize that are not done yet. Do we actually have the resources yet? We do not. It's probably going to be another turn or two before we're there. That's fine. Just keeping up. We've got some heroes to level up here real quick. More food is fine. We can convert that. Hey, it's Pi. Pi is a great governor. We like Pi. More science sounds great. Lovely job there, Pi. You keep on doing you, buddy. And then we have Tigina. Luxury resource guy. That's what we call him. He's awesome for generating all those additional luxuries we want. We are doing 3D printing on Mikre. It doesn't seem to be necessarily the right thing. Let's do this. Let's go in and let's make a ship that is just for finding enemies. And I think the best thing to do here would be just to give it anti-cloaking and potentially cloaking. The problem is that if we give it a cloaker, there's still a very good chance that they'll just find it because they may have anti-cloaking as well. So I think we'll just give it engines and anti-cloaking. It is expensive. It costs 20 antimatter to build this. So we'll call this the anti-cloaker. And the whole point for this is that we just need it. Like, I'm not putting weapons on it. The whole point is just to get it out there and finding the enemy. Sanctuaries. Come back. Mikre, come back. We want you to build our anti-cloaker. There we go. So we're going to put one of those out right there and just use it to sort of bounce around and make sure that there's none within this area. Is there anybody else wasting production? Not really. Quadronix Toriids is ready. That is what gives us access to the Elite Anti-Cloaking and the Anti-Cloaker 3 module. Oh, interesting. Set detection probe invisibility detection level to 3. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so the way that that works, now I get it. So the Anti-Cloaker module allows you to see things that are cloaked with that ship or whatever, but the actual probes that you put on system like this just upgrade when you get the tech. So basically, putting those probes down is the answer. It is the correct way to find these things. I like that a lot. That's an interesting interaction. Cool, so we will be putting those out everywhere next time. Unfortunately, we are out of time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!